How's it going, guys? And welcome to SHOT Show 2020. We are at the Case booth, and we're sitting down with our good buddy Mari. How's it going?
Good to see you again, Zach. Man, it's been a long time, but miss you guys.
It's been good. If you guys haven't seen, we had Case came by the shop, and we did a big knife banner on Case, and it was
fantastic.
It was a lot of fun.
I love it. I love it.
So we're here because Case has some new exciting colors and patterns, but kind of a big thing, kind of a 50-year celebration and a new Tang stamp.
Yes. So
walk us through that.
Every time, a lot of people that are familiar with Case understand that we date all of our knives. It's one of the things that really separates us. Really started uniquely in the 70s as far as the specific year. Before that, it was period stamps. So the 70s, every time there's a transition to a new decade, everybody wants to know what the new Tang stamp's going to be. There's a big reveal. And this year at the SHOT Show, part of the big reveal is our 2020 and the next decade Tang stamp. So real excited about that. We went back. It's a dot dating system, so over the years we've adjusted that a little bit, but kind of going back to the 70s where it is a 10 dot. So you'll find Case 10 dot knives again, and people are real excited about that, and also just something that a lot to talk about. So it's a lot of fun for us.
And we have some examples on the table, right?
Yeah, so I've got several examples. We're doing a couple things, olive green bone, and we're going to have a series of those. There'll be about 9 knives in the series, and those will be representative of each of the real primary Tang stamps of the last 100 years. Okay. So each of them, when the center bolster, will have a representation of that. This happens to be our larger Stockman, and it has the 2020 Tang stamp reveal on it on the center bolster. So it's really cool, but you'll be able to find the 10 dots from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, even going back to the tested era, Case USA and Case XX. So it's a great way to kind of test your knowledge on Case, but it's also a great way just to show really the history and heritage of that and what's become so important to collectors.
Well, and kind of a unique piece, we talked about this in that knife banner when you came by, a lot of people look at Case and they're like, oh, it's too nice, I can't use it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So this idea of collectors, but also if you don't have a Case or you haven't gotten a Case, this is a great year to get it because it's kind of a unique.
It is a unique year. Absolutely. There's a lot of neat things. We got a lot of great innovation going on. Our brand is doing very well. But yeah, when you talk about a new decade change and you talk about some of those things, if you're on the fence, it's a great time to get over the fence because they're going to be a good product. Whether you're collecting it, carrying it. We always tell people, man, this has a lifetime guarantee. It's going to take abuse. So don't just put it in it. Don't just put it away. Let's use it, man.
There you go.
A lot of the other things that we've got, Zach, we're real excited this year. One of the things that's really been real popular at the show, we've got a blue G10. Now, we've done G10 before, but we did Satin Finish on the bolsters and the blades. Now,
this is one that really popped out to me when I stopped by the booth.
Yes.
And I mean, this blue looks a little familiar.
Yeah, I was going to say, we might have done that on purpose.
I like that. And then the Satin Finish also is really neat.
Satin Finish is good. A lot of people, like we've talked about, they're afraid to use their Case knife. It's too nice. It's jewelry quality. Well, it is absolutely because there's artisans making it. But when we do the Satin Finish, now these blades will take abuse and they don't show wear as much. The bolsters won't scratch as easily. But again, you want to use them all. But this is really a workhorse of a knife. Really nice. I tell you, to me, the Satin Finish blades seem to have a stronger edge. I mean, they really come out of the box a little bit sharper. It's because they're not as the polish. There's a lot of polish. They kind of round it a little bit. But these knives will feel a little bit sharper. Same steel and everything. But really nice on those. We're going to have a whole series of those.
Yeah, and they come in as with Case.
Yes.
Everything with Case come in a bunch of different patterns.
Yeah, we don't do it just once, hardly on anything.
Exactly. So pick your flavor.
Yeah. And when you talk about what else at SHOT Show or what else is brand new exciting with Case for 2020, it's a release of our vault pattern. So not only are we doing a new Tang stamp, but we have a vault series release. Last year was a Barlow.
Yeah, the Barlow, which I love.
I know.
I slept on that one, and I'm hoping I can still find one because I love
You're remorseful.
Barlow.
I tell you, you can't wait, man. These things don't last.
You can't. So every year you guys pick something that hasn't been in production for at least 10 years.
Right.
And you come
and some maybe not quite 10, but this one
range.
has not been in production for at least 10.
Okay.
And this is our small pocket hunter. So, we make the folding hunter, we make a mid-folding hunter that's now an assisted opening, and then the pocket hunter, obviously just a small little folding pocket knife. We make it in a 2-bladed version and also a single blade. We're going to have these available in a lot of different handle materials, but this is our vault pattern. So 1 year only. We're going to make them through 2020, and then we're going to put it back in the vault. We have people today asking about vault patterns from last year, the Barlow, obviously, the Doctor's Knife 2 years ago, the Congress before that, And they're like, man, why didn't you keep making those? And we're like, it's a vault pattern. So that's the program.
Keep
Even though it's
special.
tempting for us,
Yeah.
as well as they sell, to keep it, to keep the integrity of that program, we've got to put it back in the vault.
We were talking with some other people earlier. It's a limited, unlimited.
Yes.
So you guys will
Yep.
make them all year.
Yes.
And as many as will sell.
As many as will sell.
But then after the year,
Yes,
not make them.
it's limited to the production period.
Right.
So usually from our production side, we will stop in about September blanking parts, because once you get through with the parts, obviously it's going to take a couple months to get them through production, and the intent is to not build anymore after the first of the year. So Barlow's in the vault, everything's going back, Pocket Hunter's out of the vault. We're really excited about that.
Cool.
No doubt it's going to cause a splash out there, and a lot of people are going to hopefully race to get them one. Don't wait this year. Zach. Don't wait, man.
I still got to find that Barlow.
Well, okay, I can help you with that, but
Okay.
don't wait on this one. Don't wait on this one. A couple of the other things you'll see with Case, we did the Stripes of Service last year, and we really honored the military and the first responders. Actually, last year, the police and the first responders. One thing that we are real passionate about is the military. So we did the green line, the thin green line, and we did that in a couple patterns. You'll have 3 patterns in this. You'll have a trapper, a mini trapper, and a mini copper lock. And this really supports all branches of the military. It supports Border Patrol, really anybody that's protecting us, man. So there's not a better thing to do. These are natural bone. A lot of these look synthetic. They're natural bone, and we laser them and we fill them with an epoxy fill, and then our artisans kind of grind that down. So beautiful product and great cause. So that kind of stuff is always fun to sell. We've had some people almost get emotional in the booth when we talk about, hey, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and those are military or retired military folks. So that speaks to us. It means a lot to us, and we're excited about that. A little more flashy side for us this year.
This one also popped off the
yes,
shelf at me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And some of our vibrant colors, some of them are like, well, that doesn't seem right on a knife, but man, these are some of our best sellers.
This one here, it just, because you guys have, guys, we're showing a selection of what Case. This is just a selection. But this color in particular, I was like, I think this one is the winner.
This will do well. It's called Wicked Purple Kieranite. So the name doesn't hurt either. So
exactly.
So it's good. We're going to have this on about 8 patterns. This will be a spring release, so these will be short term. But we'll have one on our Trapper Lock Kickstart, and then we've got a lot of traditional patterns in that too. But those will be, some of these will be available all year. Some of them limited time just through the spring, and then the Pocket Hunter just through 2020. So pretty excited about those things. So a lot of things coming out from Case this year. We look at our collaborations, and that's one thing that has really kind of helped us bridge some gaps. I know you have a lot of customers that really look for that high-end stuff, and they look for those real custom knives and those great quality performance steels. What we're doing with our Tony Bowes line is kind of doing that.
Well, first thing you're doing is working with an absolute legend.
Oh, he's a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
I don't know if he was inducted when I was there, but he's been inducted since. So he's in the Cutlery Hall of Fame. Well deserved, and he brings a lot of personality to that group, let me tell you. But what he does and what he knows is just phenomenal.
And how does these Bowes collaborations you guys do? How does it work? What's the design, the split there?
So what happens there, and these are all made within the Case factory. So Tony he'll give us a pattern or give us something that we think we might be interested in, and then he'll come up and spend some time with our engineers. So we really want, and he's real hands-on. Tony wants to get in there, and he gives them a hard time, but he wants it right, which is absolutely the way it should be. But he goes in there, and he will be around for the first production part, and then there's only a handful of people in our factory that are allowed to work on these, because the most skilled. All of our knives take a lot of skill. These take a little extra level, but this will have a 154 cm. This is called our locking Laney's clip. It'll be available in 6 patterns this year. It's our collaboration. We do 1,000 knives total. So among all 6 handles, there'll only be 1,000 knives made. Just the fit and finish. These have stainless steel bolsters. Like I said, 154 cm steel. Just fantastic, man.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about these Bowes collaborations, and the idea is that when you get it, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference, right?
Absolutely.
It should feel like a Bowes.
Like a Tony Bowes knife. Yep. And if it doesn't, he'll let us know. But I tell you, we're scared of Tony, so we make sure that they do.
Good.
But no, we want to carry on that. We've been doing this for a long time with Tony, and it's been good for us. We always feel like it's kind of raised the whole quality of all of our products, because once we make something like this, when we go back to making these, we're a little bit better at it. So
there you go.
So that part is really good. So we're proud of the Tony Bowes relationship. We also have been collaborating with Daniel Winkler.
Yeah, and I remember talking to you guys 2 years ago. I think that's when you kicked that off.
Yeah, yes.
And it's fun to see a collaboration with Winkler because the stuff you're doing there doesn't look like when I think case.
Right.
Right. I mean,
right.
You got here's a pack.
So this is a pack axe. Yeah. You would not actually pick this as case normally. But yes, so our Daniel Winkler collaborations are a little different. So Daniel Winkler is, a lot of your folks probably know, but he has a really great reputation among Special Forces guys. And a lot of this stuff, this is actually collaborated with Kevin Holland. And Kevin Holland was a part of SEAL Team 6. He was an Army Ranger. He was a Navy SEAL, one of the rare things that did both.
Wow.
And he's got stories, man, that'll give you nightmares, but also give you chills because, man, what a hero he was. But so a lot of these guys work with Daniel Winkler to develop things, and the pack axe was kind of a product of theirs. Now this steel and the blades actually come from Winkler, so we don't laser the blades. All we do is grind the blades. We apply the Caswell finish, and then we finish the handle. So it is truly a collaboration in the sense that this thing is born at his factory, and he's got a small. It's a factory because he makes quite a few knives, and it's finished at ours. So it really is a true collaboration in that sense. Just a fantastic knife and pack axe, but all of the stuff that we've done with him has just been fantastic and very well received. And his reputation, for those that know him, they can spot a Winkler across the room. So and this is certainly going to be one of those, and it's getting a lot of good attention here too.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful.
So there's a lot of stuff. If we had time, we'd show you the whole boots, but I think just to give everybody a sneak preview of where Case is and the brand's heading, so hopefully this gives them.
Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. I mean, there are honestly cases of new knives, new patterns, new handle materials. So we kind of just picked a selection here. If you guys want to see more, make sure to check out Case at Blade HQ. Thanks so much for having us.
All right, Zach. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, and guys, I've been failing you on these pocket checks, and I apologize. I don't know if you have something you can show. Do you have something in your pocket you can show to us?
I actually do have something in my pocket I can show to you. It's a good thing because I did have to fix mine. I'm flying out tonight. But I actually have the Pocket Hunter in my pocket, so it's good. And this is a unique version. It's actually a pilot test run. So when we introduce a new pattern like that, we have to run a sample production. So we're in a sample production. This is the amber bone version of the new Pocket Hunter, the vault pattern this year. So we're excited about it.
Great.
Excited to show it. Thanks for asking.
Thanks
for asking. All right.
And thank you guys for following along. Make sure to check out our SHOT Show 2020 playlist here on YouTube. We've got all the SHOT Show coverage of your favorite knives. We'll see you on the next one.
All right.